In this vastness of the cosmos, just think for a moment that we are going back in time. Every star, every planet, everything is turning back into the present. You are in your office, but something is strange. You don't understand what is happening. The situation becomes even stranger when your office changes into an ancient house. A philosopher approaches you and asks, "Who are you? How did you come here?" You look down and see that you are wearing ancient Greek clothing. You realize that you have traveled back in time. The philosopher notices your confusion and concern. You tell him about your situation, but he doesn't seem surprised. He laughs and says, "What is it that you are curious about?" You hesitate, knowing that he may not understand. But you are so curious that you decide to tell him all about the present day, the lifestyle, the technology, everything. The philosopher listens carefully and then says, "You are concerned about your situation, but you must remember that you are not alone. This is happening to others as well. Do not make your circle of thinking too small. Think about the cosmos, the vastness of the universe. See the world with a cosmic perspective rather than a narrow range. When you see everything outside of your normal perspective, you will see extraordinary solutions to your problems. You will become more resilient and ready to do work that is beyond your or others' imagination. Use a cosmic lens to see the world, and you will find yourself outside of yourself, outside of adversity. In this vast universe, there are many stars that are much larger than us. They do not see problems the way we do. They see bigger problems. So when you are stuck in a situation, think about the cosmic perspective. Even if you fail, even if you don't get what you want, don't get frustrated or go crazy. Just think in a broader perspective. Think about why you didn't fit in that job. What are the problems you have? Just improve yourself constantly and change yourself continuously so that you can do what you have to do in your life. Don't think of your own house as your home. Think of the whole earth as your home. You have to give your decisions, your perspectives, and your goals in a way that represents your cosmic perspective, where you don't think about yourself but about the whole universe. You are surprised by the wisdom of the Stoic. You thought he was just an old man and that you, from the 21st century, could teach him a lot. But it is the other way around. He doesn't know about the future technology that is to come, but he knows a lot about life, which we are living and wasting. You ask him how he knows all of this knowledge. He tells you that he doesn't know much about you or your future stories, whether they are true or not. But he knows one thing. In the past, humans have survived challenges, both physical and mental and emotional challenges. We have survived for generations, but one thing has not challenged our decisions, thoughts, or normal challenges: confusion, negative thoughts, feelings, emotional anger, fear, stress, anxiety, and concern. The fear of unwanted uncertainty is something that never changes, but over time it has become more challenging, and people need more often to need it in the future. We need more than before. You agreeably say, yes, it's true. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video to help me continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you're not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. The philosopher explains that you should see your problems from a cosmic perspective. The vastness of the universe puts your problems in perspective and helps you realize that you're part of something larger than yourself. The philosopher also teaches you to be flexible and adaptable, to learn from your failures and to be resilient. He tells you that the challenges you face today are similar to the challenges faced by humans throughout history. The philosopher's wisdom, even though he doesn't know about future technology, you realize that he knows more about life than you do, despite living centuries ago. He's been paying attention to the human condition for a long time. He's seen how people have overcome challenges and thrived in the face of adversity. The philosopher's teachings resonate with you. You realize that you've been focusing too much on your own problems and not enough on the bigger picture. You decide to adopt a cosmic perspective and to live your life with greater flexibility, adaptability, resilience, and wisdom. You return to your own time feeling transformed. You see the world with new eyes and you're ready to face any challenge that comes your way. You know that you're part of something larger than yourself and that you have the power to create a better future for yourself and for others. When you are concerned about your situation, but it is happening to others as well, do not limit your thinking to yourself, but expand it to the cosmos, the vastness of the universe. See with a cosmic perspective rather than a narrow one. When you view everything from outside your normal perspective, you will see extraordinary solutions to your problems and become more resilient. We are all fragments of a single intelligence. Epictetus. The philosopher's words resonate deeply within you. You realize that your problems are relatively small in the grand scheme of things, and that you are part of something much larger than yourself. But what if I fail, you ask? What if I don't get what I want? Even if you fail, you can learn from your experiences and grow. Always improve yourself and become a better person. Do not be attached to your possessions or your social status. These things are fleeting and can be taken away from you at any time. Instead, focus on developing your inner qualities, such as your character and your virtues. Be flexible and adaptable. The world is constantly changing, and we must be able to change with it. Don't get stuck in your ways or attached to your plans. Learn from your failures. Failure is a part of life. Don't let it discourage you. Instead, learn from your mistakes and move on. Be resilient. Life will throw challenges your way, but if you are resilient, you will be able to overcome them and come out stronger. The Stoic philosopher's wisdom is timeless and universal. It is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. By following his advice, we can live happier and more fulfilling lives. When you look up at the stars and contemplate the vastness of the universe, do you dare to call yourself small or of little worth? Marcus Aurelius. Imagine you are standing on the top of a mountain, looking out at the vast expanse of the universe. You see billions of stars, galaxies, and planets. You realize that your own existence is but a tiny speck in this vast cosmos. This is the cosmic perspective. It is a way of looking at the world from a wider and deeper perspective. It is a way of seeing that we are all interconnected and that we are all part of something much larger than ourselves. The Stoics, an ancient Greek and Roman school of philosophy, believed that the cosmic perspective was essential to living a good life. They taught that when we see ourselves in the context of the universe, we realize that our problems are not so big after all. We also realize that we are not alone and that we can rely on the strength and support of the cosmos. How to cultivate the cosmic perspective: spend time in nature, go for a walk in the woods, hike to the top of a mountain, or simply sit outside and look at the stars. Being in nature can help you to feel connected to something larger than yourself. Read about the cosmos. There are many books and articles that can teach you about the universe and our place in it. Learning about the cosmos can help you to develop a deeper appreciation for the vastness and complexity of existence. Why is the cosmic perspective important? The cosmic perspective is important for a number of reasons. First, it can help us to live more fulfilling lives. When we see ourselves in the context of the universe, we realize that our lives have meaning and purpose. We also realize that we are capable of great things. Second, the cosmic perspective can help us to cope with difficult times. When we are facing challenges, it can be helpful to remember that our problems are not so big in the grand scheme of things. We can also rely on the strength and support of the cosmos to help us through difficult times. Third, The cosmic perspective can help us to become more compassionate and understanding people. When we see ourselves as part of a larger whole, we are less likely to judge and criticize others. We are also more likely to be forgiving and compassionate. The universe is one living organism, and all of us are its members. Marcus Aurelius. In today's world, the cosmic perspective is more important than ever. We live in a world that is increasingly divided and polarized. We are constantly bombarded with messages that tell us that we are different from each other and that we are better than each other. The cosmic perspective can help us to rise above these divisions. When we see ourselves in the context of the universe, we realize that we are all interconnected. We also realize that we are all part of something much larger than ourselves. The cosmic perspective can also help us to live more sustainable lives. When we see ourselves as part of nature, we are less likely to exploit and damage it. We are also more likely to protect and preserve it for future generations. The cosmic perspective is a way of seeing the world from a wider and deeper perspective. It is a way of seeing that we are all interconnected and that we are all part of something much larger than ourselves. Leonidas's example of the cosmic perspective. Leonidas, the Spartan king who led the famous 300 Spartans against the Persian army, is a good example of someone who embodied the cosmic perspective. When he was faced with overwhelming odds, he refused to back down. He knew that he and his men were fighting for a larger cause, and he was willing to die for it. Leonardo da Vinci's example of the cosmic perspective. Leonardo da Vinci, the Renaissance artist and inventor, is another good example of someone who embodied the cosmic perspective. He was fascinated by the universe and its workings. He spent his life studying and learning about the world around him. The benefit of good habits. Good habits can help us to live more fulfilling and successful lives. They can help us to achieve our goals and success. This is the cosmic perspective. It is the ability to see yourself and your problems in the context of the entire universe. The Stoics believed that cultivating the cosmic perspective was essential to living a good life. They taught that when we see ourselves in the context of the universe, we realize that our problems are relatively small and insignificant. The cosmic perspective can help us to reduce stress and anxiety. When we see our problems in the context of the entire universe, they seem less overwhelming. Increase our resilience. When we know that we are part of something much larger than ourselves, we are more likely to bounce back from setbacks. Develop compassion and empathy. When we realize that we are all connected, we are more likely to be kind and understanding towards others. Find meaning and purpose in life. When we see ourselves as part of something larger than ourselves, we are more likely to find meaning and purpose in our lives. Contemplate the cosmic perspective. Spend some time each day thinking about your place in the universe. When you look up at the stars and contemplate the vastness of the universe, do you dare to call yourself big or important? Marcus Aurelius. We are all but dust in the cosmic wind. Let us be thankful for the brief time that we have. Seneca. The cosmos is one living being possessing a single soul and substance, and interpenetrated by a single power of reason. Epictetus. When you are searching for meaning and purpose in life, remind yourself of the cosmic perspective. Realize that you are part of something much larger than yourself, and that your life has meaning and purpose. Imagine yourself standing on a mountaintop, looking out at the vast expanse of the universe. You can see for miles in every direction, and you feel small and insignificant. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. James Clear. Excellence is not a single act, but a habit. Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Will Durant. Losers make excuses, winners make progress. Tony Robbins. When you are facing a setback, remind yourself of your resilience. Know that you are part of something much larger than yourself and that you will bounce back. When you are feeling divided from others, remind yourself of the cosmic perspective. Realize that we are all connected and that we should treat each other with kindness and understanding. The cosmic perspective is a powerful tool that can help us to live happier and more fulfilling lives. It is a perspective that is based on the understanding that we are all part of something much larger than ourselves. If you are looking for a way to reduce stress, increase resilience, develop compassion and empathy, and find meaning and purpose in life, then I encourage you to cultivate the cosmic perspective. Thank you for your valuable time and support. Please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any new videos, and share them with others so we can learn and grow together, making the world a better place. I'm grateful for your feedback, so please leave a comment below with your thoughts and ideas. Remember, time is life, so use it wisely and don't waste it.